Hi everyone, welcome to Curious Being. In this video, we will cover the basics of ecology and its significance in today's world. What exactly is ecology? Ecology is the scientific study of relationship between living organisms and their environment. It encompasses all levels of biological organization, from individual organism to the entire biosphere. By understanding these relationships, we can better comprehend the functioning of ecosystems and make informed decisions regarding their management and protection. Ecology can be broken down into several levels of organization. The first level is organisms, which are the basic building blocks of all ecological systems. These can range in size from tiny single-celled organisms to massive mammals and towering trees. The next level is population, which are groups of the same species living in a specific area. Population plays a crucial role in ecology because they interact with their environment and compete for resources. For instance, a population of deer in a forest will compete with other deer for food and with other predators for survival. The next level is communities, which are groups of different species living and interacting in the same area. Communities are complex systems where species interact with each other in various ways, like predator-prey relationship, competition for resources, and symbiotic relationships. For example, the relationship between bees and flowers is a classic symbiotic relationship where the bees collect nectar from the flower and in return the flower is pollinated. We then have ecosystems, which are communities of living things interacting with their physical environment. Ecosystems can range in size from small ponds to entire forests and are comprised of both living and non-living components. For example, a coral reef ecosystem is made up of coral, fish, algae, and other organisms, as well as the water and sunlight necessary for their survival. Ecosystem can be found within biomes, which are large regions with similar climate and ecosystems, including deserts, rainforests, grasslands, and tundra, to name a few. At the highest level of organization, we have the biosphere, which is the entire planet and all its living and non-living components. Ecological systems consist of both abiotic and biotic factors. Abiotic factors include things like temperature, rainfall, and soil type, while biotic factors include all living things in the ecosystem. These components interact with each other in numerous ways. For example, in a forest ecosystem, trees compete for sunlight and water, while predators like birds and reptiles hunt insects and other small animals. Another important concept in ecology is ecological succession, which refers to the gradual change in the species composition and structure of an ecosystem over time. For example, after a fire in the forest, the first species to colonize the area are usually the fast-growing annual plants, followed by slower-growing shrubs and trees. Over time, the ecosystem becomes more complex and diverse as new species move in and establish themselves. So, why is it important to study ecology? There are several environmental issues facing our planet today, and a deeper understanding of ecology can help us address these problems. Climate change, habitat destruction, loss of biodiversity, pollution, and resource management are all examples of environmental challenges that can be tackled through the study of ecology. For instance, by studying the relationship between living things and their environment, we can identify the impacts of climate change on ecosystems and species, such as melting glaciers affecting the migration pattern of the polar bears or rising temperature leading to the spread of invasive species. By understanding these impacts, we can take steps to mitigate and adapt to the effects of climate change. Habitat destruction and loss of biodiversity are also significant problems that can be addressed through the study of ecology. By examining the relationship between species and their environment, we can determine which species are most vulnerable to habitat loss and create conservation strategies to protect them. For example, creating protected areas and restoring damaged habitats can help prevent the extinction of species like giant panda and monarch butterfly. Pollution is another pressing issue in ecology, and by studying its impacts on ecosystems, we can develop effective methods for reducing and mitigating its effects. For instance, monitoring the toxic substance level in soil and water can help us identify areas that are most impacted by pollution and take measures to reduce or eliminate the sources of pollution. Finally, the resource management is a crucial aspect of ecology that can be improved through the study of relationship between living organisms and their environment. By gaining an understanding of these relationships, we can make informed decisions about how to use and manage natural resources in a sustainable way. For example, by studying the impact of fishing on marine ecosystems, we can implement sustainable fishing practices to ensure that fish populations are not over-harvested and ecosystem remains healthy. In conclusion, ecology is a critical area of study that has far-reaching implications for the health and well-being of our planet and all its inhabitants. By gaining an understanding of the relationships between living things and their environment, we can make informed decisions about how to protect and preserve the natural world for future generations. That's all for this video on introduction to ecology. If you like the video, then don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Also press the bell icon. If you want us to make separate detailed video on any topic discussed in this video, please write it in the comment section. Thank you for watching and we will see you in the next video.